with all the costs being offset by the unused COVID funds.
So the president has really pushed this country, he said, to turn pain into action. And now on this Sunday, we are seeing action from the Senate.
Democrats don't want to make law, they want to make politics.
What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and I just got home from church and I saw the news that Congress has made a deal and they have not forgotten about that $800 billion of leftover stimulus funds just sitting there. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you know I've been saying it, reminding you we are not forgetting that there has been over $5 trillion sent out from all the stimulus packages that we have seen, and of that, $800 billion is unused, sent out from packages, just sitting in accounts, has not been distributed. And a lot of people are saying if it's already been sent out, the president can repurpose it for other things such as stimulus checks, unemployment extensions, provisions that people have been promised and have been waiting for. Social Security increases. Let me know your thoughts, but take a look, you guys. We haven't forgotten unspent funds colored a debate over additional pandemic relief. And we had heard them try to tap into some of this to send out another wave of pandemic assistance with therapeutics and vaccines. And take a look, just jumping down very briefly, of $5.7 trillion in fiscal support Congress has provided since early 2020. About $800 billion remains in unspent, uncommitted, according to the Committee of Responsive Federal Budget, a think tank, though those figures are reported with a lag. So it is possible that that number could have gone down a little bit, but we're hearing still that is enough to provide two $1,400 stimulus checks, a fourth and a fifth. And a lot of people are saying, why not just issue out that $2,000 stimulus check like you had promised? And this is also coming from Bernie Sanders, Democrats, leaders in Congress. Take a look over a year ago. Keep your promises. You must keep the promises you made to the American people of sending out a $2,000 stimulus check. And we're hearing a lot of people are saying they have felt let down. And as we're coming up on midterm elections, we're going to be seeing if Biden and the administration are going to be stepping up to provide some sort of assistance, because they're going to want to persuade people to keep them in power. And if they want to do that, we're hearing they have got to do something. Now, if you missed that video, check it out. I cover all the details for you on those promises and how Bernie Sanders is coming out now today saying, hey, send out the checks. And as we've seen, Congress has not forgotten that there's stimulus funds just sitting there untouched. Let me know your thoughts. Now, we have heard that they did try to use this, but they were unsuccessful, and they were trying to use it for gun control, which we're hearing there is now a deal in the Senate that has been made. I'm going to share with you the video footage. Take a look, you guys. Bipartisan group of senators announced an agreement on gun control. All over the news, senators reached bipartisan deal on gun safety, and senators negotiate an announcement of a framework of a deal on bipartisan gun package. Now, I'm also going to share with you the video footage as Republicans tried to repurpose that stimulus funds for this gun control. And a lot of people are saying, why are we using it for gun control? Why are we passing this for all these other things? What about the American people here at home that are dealing with the number one concern of Americans, the economy, high prices, 41-year high inflation, record high gas prices just hit $5, high food prices, send out help to people. Well, let me know your thoughts, you guys, but I'm going to dive into the video footage, get you caught up on the latest, and we're going to be seeing if Congress responds with some sort of direct assistance to help out people at this time. Now, I'll keep you up to date on this because we're hearing it's getting more and more likely with every day that passes as we get closer to these midterm elections. But let's go ahead and get you caught up on the video footage, dive right in. This just coming out, saw it as soon as I got home from church. Hope that you and the family are having a blessed Sunday. So let's dive right in though. But before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the content, don't forget, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. I hope that the content is helpful for you. Also, leave your comments, share this out. And if this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything going on so you don't miss out on anything. All you gotta do is take a quick second, smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. If you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. Do it on Instagram. Hop on Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Talk about growing wealth, personal finance. More content coming on that channel as well. And also keep an eye out for a comprehensive list of all stimulus checks. There's not just federal, there's state, county, and city as well. But in those cases, you got to apply, and a lot of people don't know, and they just totally miss out because they're only available for a limited time. I'm going to make sure that you know about it, and you can get all the stimulus checks that are available to you. So keep an eye out for that list coming soon. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive right in, get you caught up on the latest. Let's take a look at this video footage, and let's start off with this announcement of trying to repurpose the funds. And then we're going to be taking a look at the deal that was struck today in the Senate on gun control.
New York is recognized. The gentleman reserves. The gentleman from Ohio is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yield 1 minute to the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Pfluger.
The gentleman from Texas is recognized for 1 minute.
Madam Speaker, I rise today as a Texan and a father of 3 young girls who go to school and a defender of constitutional rights. And this is not just about doing something, this is about doing something that matters. The horror of the school shootings are an unforgivable tragedy due to the evil that we see in people. But there's room for bipartisan solutions. Unfortunately, Democrats don't want to make law, they want to make politics. Republicans offered an alternative, a bill that would fund school resource officers and mental health counselors, close gaps in security, and strengthen active shooter preparations, with all the costs being offset by the unused COVID funds. Unfortunately, this has been blocked by House Democrats. There is nothing more important than ensuring our children are safe. I know this because I take my children to school and drop them off and pick them up. But in no way are the recent tragedies justification for an infringement upon the rights of law-abiding Americans. I won't support legislation that infringes upon those rights being stripped without due process. This is an emotional issue, but it is our job to step back.
The gentleman's
and
time
have an
has
adult
expired.
Conversation.
The gentleman's time has expired.
I yield back.
So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. They have not forgotten about it. They're trying to use it for gun control. Now, that bill did not go through, so as far as we know, there are still literally hundreds of billions of dollars just sitting there unused. And what are they going to be using it for? Well, we will see. We'll see if they try to repurpose it and reuse it for stimulus checks or other provisions. Well, let me know your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen with that leftover money just sitting there? Now, in addition to that, we did hear that the Senate, they have come to an agreement on some framework. A deal has been made for a gun control bill. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And this is very important for stimulus as well, because we heard the president say that he was going to be issuing out executive orders and executive actions, the first of which was going to be the cancellation of $10,000 of student loan debt, and then others would come and follow as well. We've heard progressives say they have a laundry list of executive orders they'd like to see him do. However, this was already supposed to take place, but it got delayed, we heard, because of the event that happened at that school in Uvalde. Now, we're seeing them address this, and as they do, it's likely going to bring back the calls for those executive orders and executive actions. And we've heard that the president has said it'll likely be sometime in July or August that they're going to be revisiting these executive orders and actions for stimulus. And like I let you know here on the channel every day, as we get closer to these elections, the probability of us seeing something pass is going to be increasing and increasing, as Democrats are going to want to maintain control as they enter into these elections. But you guys, let's take a look at the framework and the information that we have so far just coming out today.
Let's go to NBC's Yamiche Alcindor, who has more information, more reporting about what is in this framework. Yamiche.
Well, good morning, Jonathan. This is, of course, coming together on an early Sunday. And what I can tell you is that I've been talking to sources, including a U.S. senator briefed on this plan, who say that there is a framework in place. It's unclear exactly how many senators have signed off, but I'm going to read to you a little bit about what I've been told and what our other colleagues, Josh Letterman and Frank Thorpe, have been told about this deal. There's going to be incentives for states to implement red flag laws that deny guns to people deemed a risk to themselves or others. There's also enhanced background checks for 18 to 21-year-olds in this country. There's funding for mental health, school safety funding, a provision addressing the, quote, boyfriend loophole on domestic violence, and another provisions talking about trafficking, straw purchases, and telehealth. Now, what isn't in this, of course, is a ban on assault weapons totally. We've heard President Biden say that he wanted to see that pass, but he also said if senators can't get to that, let's go to something else. And this is that something else. So the president has really pushed this country, he said, to turn pain into action. And now on this Sunday, Sunday, we are seeing action from the Senate. Whether or not this ends up becoming a law, which right now has not been written yet, is still, of course, a question. But this is a big, big sign that senators are feeling the urgency of this moment, feeling the pain that we've heard from so many survivors and their families, as well as people who, of course, lost loved ones in Uvalde, Texas, and Buffalo, New York. But the deal is what I just told you, which is the framework to do a lot of different things that Democrats wanted to do for a very long time.
So there you have it, you guys. That is the latest. Now, as more unfolds, I'll be sure to let you know here on the channel. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, even on a Sunday evening. Hope that you and the family are blessed. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, thank you for joining me. Don't forget, smash that like button. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not come join the Ram fam? All you got to do is very quickly smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I do updates. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Join my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance, and a massive comprehensive list of all checks on all levels coming to you soon, so that way you don't miss out on anything. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.